Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome once again to Let's Play TEW. My name is Paul Laporte, and this is the Resurrecting 2CW show. If you're just watching, if you haven't seen the previous videos that we've done so far. If you haven't, you're all caught up. Let me get everybody up to speed, because I actually recorded about an hour of footage earlier on in the week that, due to some technical errors, got lost. So I have I've had to pick up where I left off here, and unfortunately the people watching at home have missed a couple shows. And what you've missed, not much, just continuing on with our 2CW Crossfire television show. What I have done is I have added a couple new people to the roster. I have added Los Guerreros del Cielo. I always get that reversed, which is, of course, Angelico and Jack Evans as a tag team. No surprise, they're doing well so far, and I'm going to position them potentially as contenders for the 2CW Tag Team Championships. Also, I have made Bill Behrens an on-screen personality because he was starting to get cranky and bitching about not being on TV. I guess the boss wants to be on the show, so okay, fine. So we're going to work him in as an authority figure, and taking a look at the momentum of the wrestlers, Jessica Havok is probably going to be the person that I'm going to line up for the 2CW title change. Title shot, at least. Maybe a title change. I haven't decided yet, just simply because Ricochet has a lot of dates. He's working Dragon Gate every time we do a TV taping, so I think I'm going to try and schedule a bigger show in April and then have a title change there, maybe. Again, I haven't decided, but I think Havok is going to be the one who's going to be challenging, just because her momentum is really well, so I'm going to kind of try and continue on with that. Right now, I have gone ahead and booked out the next show right now. I got some feedback from the fans during the last couple shows I ran that they wanted more segments, actually, and interviews and things like that, and fewer matches. So I'm doing about 3 matches a show for these TV tapings, for these hour-long shows, and then the rest is filled with angles and backstage segments and things like that. So, taking a look at today's card, Bill Behrens is going to book a singles match, which is going to be Jessica Havok versus Matt Cross, which we'll call the #1 contendership match. So it's going to be a #1 contenders match for the title. We're also going to have Heidi Lovelace taking on Jack Evans, which Heidi Lovelace is going to lose via distraction by Eddie Edwards, or Eddie Edwards is actually going to interfere, furthering their feud. I was originally going to have Eddie Edwards wrestle this match and have Heidi Lovelace distract him, but he is being such a fucking baby about losing to anybody. I might, despite the fact that he's a really good wrestler, and I'm sure he's not like this. Sorry, I still have a little bit of a cold. I'm sure he's not like this in real life, but he's just kind of a pain in the ass to work with. I might just cut bait with him at the next big show and just end the feud short, give Heidi a boost, and move on, just because he's just being such a pain in the ass to work with, and he's expensive, and I just don't know if it's worth the trouble. So then we're going to have Jessica Havok and Matt Cross. Jessica Havok's going to win that one by interference, and then for our main event, let's just go ahead and move this back here. We're going to have Kevin Graham attack Bobby Ocean too, because I had them working against each other in one of the Lost TV shows, and they have some really good chemistry. They actually work really well together. So we're going to go ahead and get them into a program. And then our main event is going to be AR Fox and Bobby Ocean. Oh, shit, I have them double booked. Oh, actually, because I booked this before I booked this, and I had like a couple days in between. So Kevin Graham attacking Bobby Ocean. We will move this forward and have Kevin Graham attack him afterwards. So that's going to be our main event. Kevin Graham versus, and Pepper Parks versus Bobby Ocean and AR Fox, because Bobby Ocean's feuding with Kevin Graham, AR Fox is feuding with Pepper Parks, so we're going to try and further both of those angles, because that seems to be the thing we're really lacking in, and I guess that's kind of just indicative of independent wrestling in general. The wrestling's good, but the storylines and the angles may not necessarily be engaging, so I'm trying to remedy that, and I'm trying to get some momentum going for the show. So let me go ahead and mute the microphone briefly, and then we will get things started because I need to cough. Okay, so we're going to start things off. Bill Behrens debuting, booking a match between Jessica Havok and Matt Cross. Hopefully Bill will be happy. And setting things up for later on in the evening. Yes, because I already have the match booked. Heidi Lovelace versus Jack Evans. Decent match, rating of 39. Not really a surprise there. Match lifted up the crowd. The Eddie Edwards heel turn doesn't go down well with the crowd, who still remembers recent turn. And this is the kind of pain in the ass thing, is that because we're only a couple months into the promotion, it is... it's not really letting me turn anybody. It's still saying that the crowd it's too soon, even though, Eddie kind of debuted as a babyface and he didn't really turn. So I'm going to just have to kind of bite the bullet and just turn him there. But I want him to be the heel going out for this because I want Heidi to be the face. So, that kind of sucks, but we're just going to have to live with it. All right, interview here with me and Sean Carr, furthering his storyline with Colin Delaney. Segment didn't go over great, but doing the best we can right now, just trying to further things along. Jessica Havok versus Matt Cross had an average crowd reaction, but featured terrible wrestling, but still a decent rating for the match overall, so that's good. Match lifted the crowd's getting up for this, so that's good. We're starting to kind of build a little bit of momentum overall with the show. And then this match didn't go so well. We did make this a longer match. This was like about a 20-minute match or so I think that probably brought the rating down. Bobby Ocean was off his game tonight. He was visibly tiring towards the end. Pepper Parks was off his game tonight. Kevin Graham was tiring towards the end, about dried in the middle. So we have to be careful in booking the length of these matches because certain guys just can't go that long, and I like to book tag matches for longer periods of time, but maybe that was overdoing it a little bit. Nonetheless, not a bad rating for what we've been doing so far, and we managed to further 2 storylines with this. And then the beatdown afterwards, holy crap, nobody liked that. Okay, that's bad. Rating of 0. We'll have to keep this to in-ring between these two, I guess, because the attack afterwards did not get over very well at all. Final rating of 18 for the show. Crowd wasn't happy as they expected more angles and interview segments. The general feeling, again, 2CW doesn't have enough interesting storylines going on. Show increased popularity in 39 regions. Lost its popularity in 1 region. Okay, so bad show. God damn it. Too bad. We had 2 good things here. It's weird because the crowd's like, oh, we want more segments and we want more angles, but they don't pop for anything but the matches. So, oh God. I guess it's maybe just because the talent we have is not, that's what they do, they're wrestlers, So I'm not sure where to go from here. Oh well. Alright, well, what we are going to do, that was the last week in March. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to try and book a big show for April, and then we're going to start booking television. I don't know if we're going to get to that big show this episode, but we'll at least kind of get it scheduled and figure out what we want to do for it, and then go from there. Need to do something with the tag team champions. We need to do something with the 2CW champion. Oh, Keiji Muto's retiring. Well, about time, really, kind of. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to skip through some of the boring stuff and move forward to the next Crossfire booking, and then I'll update you as far as what big shows and stuff we have lined up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and just taking a look at a couple things here. Our performance in March was friggin' great. Comparatively, we made $39,345 worth of profit. That TV deal has helped us out a huge amount. We're getting $30,000 in TV revenue, and it's also sent our merchandising through the roof compared to previous months. So that is a very good thing. We've also gone ahead and scheduled an event for the Monday, the third Monday of April. So we're going to kind of do like a a corollary, quote unquote, like alongside Raw, which some independent shows have done recently, where they will kind of host live stream internet shows as an alternative to Raw. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to do an internet show that's going to just be streamed for free. So we're not going to get any revenue off of it, but at least from streaming, we're going to get, obviously, ticket revenue. But that's going to be like our big show, and that's where we're probably going to have to get the belt off of Ricochet, because he is just booked everywhere constantly. So that's what we have coming up, and like I said, great that we made this sort of profit, but we don't want to make too much money without spending it. We're going to need to start to bring in some people and make some changes to production that are going to up the quality of the show, and not just sit here and hoard a bunch of money. So we do have the next episode of Crossfire booked. We're going to try and sort of to build towards that show. Cherry Bomb is finally back from injury, so we're going to have her in a match against Min Hameen, which she is going to go over. Just kind of a showcase match for her. I'm going to be interviewing Jessica Havok to try and get her momentum going some more for the title change that it looks like we're really going to go forward with. Prakash Sabar and Leo Rush, that's going to be just kind of a match between two lower card guys. We're going to try and see if we can elevate them both. And I just gave them instructions to just go balls out for this match. It's just going to be shorter matches in general. This match is going to be 8 minutes. The one before it was 8. And these are actually 6-minute matches. No match itself is longer than 10 minutes. It's just 2 minutes added for like entrances and things like that. We're going to have a brawl between Heidi Lovelace and Eddie Edwards. Roderick Strong taking on Sean Carr is going to be just a match that I hope kind of elevates things. I don't know if I want that to main... All right, well, we'll have that main the show, and then we will have the Sky Blondes and the Electric Dream Machine. It's going to be a non-title match in which the Sky Blondes are going to get the win by cheap tactics, and this is going to set up a match between them at our big show for the 2CW Tag Team title. AR Fox cutting a promo on Pepper Parks to further their feud, and then Roderick Strong versus Sean Carr for our main event. So let's go ahead and move on to that. Alright, so this match actually went pretty well to start things off. Cherry Bomb debuting against Bin Hameen. Decent rating just for an opening match. I'm pretty happy with that. Interview segment with Jessica Havok went over pretty well. Like I said, right now, for what we have, wow, we actually drew a good crowd. We were expected to have 420 people. We drew 482 people, so that's good. We are building momentum, and more people are showing up. So, despite the fact that, you know, the game is telling us that ratings are kind of poor and things like that, if that's one thing I've learned from some of the other people who have played TEW, is that the ratings don't necessarily mean everything, and because this deals with such a wide array of talent and quality and promotions, that if you get low ratings, it's not the end of the world. Even if you book really good matches, sometimes the ratings are just going to be poor, but we are gaining momentum. More people are showing up. We're making more money. So this is all good stuff. So I'm pretty happy with this. Anyways, going back to the interview segment, Jessica Havok, pretty well. I'm going to be interested to see how everybody handles her with the title. Not only the fans, but the locker room as well. Hopefully we won't have more Eddie Edwards situations. But I think having her be our 2CW champion is going to be is going to be the right move, I think, right now. Prakash Sabar and Leo Rush in a wretched bout. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, so that didn't go over so well. Hoping I could put these two against each other and have something good, but I guess it just didn't go off. Heidi Lovelace and Eddie Edwards brawl. These two are working together pretty well. The hints at the Eddie Edwards heel turn didn't go down well with the crowd. I still remember his recent turn. It's not letting me turn him over, so I'm going to have to find an angle where it will let me do that. But the storyline's advancing. It's doing well. As far as the crowd not liking me turning him heel, shit, tough luck. You're just going to have to live with it, man. Pre-booking. So this probably meant that I was supposed to slide in here. I'm gonna say no. Let's just keep it moving. Or yes, continue. Sorry. The interview did not go over so well, unfortunately, with the Sky Blondes here cutting a promo against Mackenzie Guerrero and Guerrero Loco. Hopefully, the match goes over better. And it did. Look at that, 38. That's a good match, actually. I'm really happy with that. Extremely poor match. Fuck you. Like, I'm just getting cranky with the dirt sheet feedback. But that's actually a really good rating for this match. So we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do a tag title match between these guys. I kind of don't want to take the belts off the Electric Dream Machine because I don't want this to turn into something where all the local guys just get kind of pushed out of the company. But if we want to get bigger and grow, then we have to kind of use the best talent we've got. So, I don't know. I'm confused as to what I should do. But these two at least put on good matches with each other. So, we're going to go ahead and go with them, at least in a title match, whether or not we do the title switch for the big show. I'm pretty happy with the way they work together. AR Fox cutting a promo on Pepper Parks, advancing their storyline. And then, wow, Roderick Strong and Shankar had a great match here. So this is good. Really happy with this. Even though the fact that this was supposed to, kind of showcase Roderick Strong, him and Shankar had a really good match. So, that's gonna give us, I think, gonna really kind of boost this show here. That was really good. I'm very happy with this. Roderick Strong, Shankar. Shankar is proving to be very good. It seems like he puts on decent to good matches with anybody I put him against. I mean, Roderick Strong having a good match, not unexpected, but Shankar is really proving to be a standout for this company, and I think we need to recognize that. So that's just something to keep in mind. So overall rating for the show is that this is good. Final rating of 37, increased our popularity everywhere, pretty much, that we're getting coverage in. General feeling is that 2CW doesn't have enough interesting storylines going on. We just have to plug ahead with that and hope that that the fans start to boost the storylines over that 35 heat mark, which is really what we're looking for. But as soon as we get that, I think we're starting to put things together. So this is very cool. At this point, I think we'll be able to fit in at least one more show. So we'll go ahead and do that and then start to book towards our big Monday night event. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go through with what's going to be the last TV taping of this episode. Still not 100% on what I want to do for the big show. We'll get more into that next episode, I think. But right now, what I've gone ahead and done is I've just cleaned up the storylines a little bit. So right now I'm just going through with 3 storylines. I'm going to start a best of 7 series with Matt Cross and Shinron because I think that they're going to be able to put on really good matches. And then we're going to have the Eddie Edwards versus Heidi storyline, which is doing well, and then the AR Fox versus Pepper Park storyline, which I think we can get to above that magical 35 heat number if we have them wrestle against each other right. And then everything else, I'm just going to try and put on good matches and have entertaining segments. I think I was trying to do too many storylines. I really only need 2 to make the fans happy that are of a decent quality. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. It says that we are 83%. Fans are expecting to show around 60% matches. Currently, I'm at 83%. I'm just going to go ahead and go forward with this because this is a match-heavy show. Sorry. We have 5 matches on the card, but my guys work best in the ring, period. So let's see how this one goes over. And worst comes to worst, we can always just book more angles in future shows. All right, Shankar versus Jason X. This one didn't go so well. This is just, again, trying to give Shankar some momentum. This is just kind of a squash match for him. Interview between Heidi Lovelace and myself about Eddie Edwards. Good rating here. This is right around where we want to be. Shinron and Matt Cross. Oh, man, I was really hoping this would do better than this. Matt Cross is really off his game tonight, but they have good chemistry together, so hopefully we can, this can be boosted with later matches that they have. So Matt Cross going up 1-0 in the series. Roderick Strong cutting a great promo. Wow, Roderick Strong is very over with the crowd. We'll have to keep that in mind for sure. But he is very well hyped right now, and that was a very strong segment. Dalton Castle and Angelico, not a great match, but not terrible. Again, we're just trying to fill in the show a little bit. Jessica Havok and Cherry Bomb putting on a decent match here. Again, just trying to build up Jessica Havok towards her match with Ricochet. Cherry Bomb is also pretty over with the crowd too, so just wanted to have a good match here. And this is what we're looking for. AR Fox, Pepper Parks, putting on a pretty decent rated match here. Good chemistry with each other, so this is good. Just good quality match overall, so I'm happy with this. Hopefully this will kind of boost their feud a little bit more, and get that heat up into that area we're looking for. Not as great of a show as last time. They expected more angles and interview segments. That is not something you hear in independent shows, but still not a bad rating for the show. We'll do more backstage stuff in the following show. So we'll go ahead and have this go through and just kind of take a final look at where our storylines are at and where the heat is for the members of our roster, and then we'll probably wrap this one up. And then next episode, we will start to book towards the big April show, where we'll definitely do at least one title change, maybe two, and probably sign. We're kind of devoid of heels. There's definitely more heels in this company than faces, or more faces in this company than heels. We need some heels, so I think we might try and sign in a few more big independent talents to kind of balance things out. Starting to have some morale issues here with some of the lower members of the, unfortunately, 2CW kind of home guys. I don't know if, I don't want to cut them, but if they're not going to be happy and I just don't really have places for them because I'm just trying to build the best product I can, then we may be better off letting them go. Let's take a look at the storylines first, actually. So the storyline heat, AR Fox, Pepper Parks, we're at 37 heats. 32 heat for Eddie versus Heidi. It seems like it's based off of like the last segment, but I'm confident that we can get that up there. And then Matt Cross versus Shinron, not starting off great, but I think that will build as those go on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the momentum of our roster overall. Let me see. Easiest way to look at that. So we have Angelico with 52 momentum. AR Fox 37. Bin Hameen not doing so well. Bobby Ocean having a little trouble getting ground. Cheech 25. Cherry Bomb's doing well. Colin Delaney. Dalton Castle is not doing as well as I would have expected, surprisingly. I don't know if we need to just kind of work to build him up a little bit more or what. Dick Justice not doing so well. Eddie Edwards is Eddie Edwards, of course. Guerrero Loco, our champion, momentum of 23. Heidi Loveless with a momentum of 38. Isis Effects 22. Jack Evans 56. Jason X 12. Jay Friday 9. Jessica Havok 66. Kevin Graham 15. Leo Rush 16. Matt Cross 53. Hey, I have a momentum of 40. Cool. I'm a heel. What? I guess I'm just going to have to be a heel for a while. That's weird having a one-guy heel team. Oh. Pepper Parks 49. Prakash Sabar 18. Punish Advance like 10. Ricochet 68. Roderick Strong 67. Sean Carr 23. Shinron 10. Steve McKenzie 22. And that's it. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Like I said, there's going to be some decisions that are going to need to be made. Oh god, the show is in 2 days. I didn't realize that it was the next show coming up, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to book the big show next up. 2-hour show, so we're going to kind of change things up and move some things along here. And then see where we want to go forward with the company, what direction we want to take it. And like I said, I really hate to take it away from its local roots, but the goal here is to get 2CW as successful as we can. We're making good amounts of money, and we kind of need to spend that money, and that's going to mean bringing in better and bigger talent and getting better and bigger productions. So, unfortunately, I mean, like I said, Sean Carr has risen to the challenge. A lot of the other local guys, you can argue maybe I haven't really given them as much of a chance, but I've put him in matches and it just hasn't gone over as well. So we're going to have to see where we're at. And even though we are making a decent amount of money, we're probably going to want to make some cuts after living on the edge. And and see where we're at from there. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other shows. Of course, on Mondays at Changing the Questions, we have Time Warp. On Tuesdays and Thursdays is, of course, our flagship show, Changing the Questions. On Wednesdays, we have Booking a Better Wrestler. And on Fridays, we have Let's Play TEW. Also, be sure to check out our website, changingtheqs.com. That's changingtheqs.com. We have not only all of our audio and video shows, but also articles that myself and the rest of the CTQ crew put up there as well. We do that all throughout the week, so be sure to check them out. Them/us out at changingtheqs.com. Also, check us out on Twitter. Same thing, Twitter handle at changingtheqs, at changingtheqs. Also, be sure to look us up on Facebook. Just search for Changing the Questions. If you have any feedback you'd like to send to us, you can do that at changingthequestions@gmail.com. And that's going to wrap it up. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Paul Laporte. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.